Welcome, welcome. Gym therapy, baby. I have already done my primer set for this, a bit of a push session today. Was listening to some of the Mr. Mosey, and yeah, decided to come to this gym instead. Done a few days at the other gym, and I'm not gonna lie, my interaction yesterday with the manager at the Balaclava Fitness First, I think it soured my experience. So I found myself this morning procrastinating going to the gym because I was like, you know what? I don't want to go there. And as a result, I was just scrolling in that after I looked after the dogs, and I was a bit irritable in that as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to that gym. I'm going to go to this one. Drove 20 minutes to get here instead of walking 10 minutes to the other one. I'm like, hey, if that's what it takes to get me into the gym, stuff it. I'm going to do it. Plus, this has better machines. It's bigger. It's a overall nicer gym, and I like the vibe here better. It's the one that we signed up to anyway. I was saying to Yana, if we went to that other gym, the Balaclava one first, as opposed to this Richmond one, I probably wouldn't have signed up. It was just not worth it. That is fine, the Balaclava, as a bonus to this being our main gym, but other gyms that I looked at were like, not worth it. So we're gonna get straight into this here. I like some of the machines they got, like this tricep machine is great for all the push focused work that I'm doing first, and it's not the sexiest thing to do, but it is definitely a nice way of getting nice and stable, getting everything out of the triceps first before I go into some more pressing focused stuff. So like I said yesterday, my third upper body day of each either push or pull a week is going to be focused on just one arm exercise first, and then more about the pressing afterwards. And I think every day, every push day, I'm going to do some shoulder work as well, because I don't want the shoulders to fall behind, because normally that would have been on like arms and shoulders day, but now the arms are getting hit every day. Wow, every day is arm day. I'm Bradley Martin now. Now I'm adding in shoulders every push day as well, so 3 times a week I'm going to be hitting shoulders, just 2 sets of something nice and fun and heavy, because I think it's important to keep that proportion up. I've got so much upper body focus now. I think my shoulders I like my shoulder proportion, but I'm like, we'll keep them growing. They might be towards the end of the workouts, but yeah. All right, first set, 80 kegers. Let's get it. I've had it on the back of my mind to log the workouts in this heavy app, but I'm like, I can't be bothered doing that. It's less convenient than Trainerize, and I've already got it all here on my videos. That's how I like to log workouts. I'm a little bit too high. My elbows weren't lining up with the joint there, and it was kind of hurting. So, I mean, hopefully this feels better. I think there was all the clean reps that we're getting here. I felt nice there. It feels nice on the triceps. Feeling decently warm. Oh, and I brought the sippy cup because this gym got me thinking, and we had this in the car anyway. More so like, what are we doing? Like, so I want water, and if I want water, I kind of need to bring a water bottle, especially because the tap water in Melbourne's quite nice. So in Brisbane, you definitely wouldn't be drinking their tap water. But here, the other day, like I said, they gave us the incentive 10 leads for a water bottle. I'm like, bro, I don't have 10 leads to give you that would like be actual quality leads that might sign up for here. But it got me thinking, water bottle, sippy cup, we have it, haven't been using it. Yana doesn't like the tap water as much as a bottled water, so I'm like, I guess this becomes my bottle now. In Perth it wasn't so bad, the tap water or the filtered water that we'd get. But here I'm just like, oh, I like the tap water. It's as convenient. If I have to start washing this regularly, I don't know how convenient I'll find that. I'll just pair it with something else that I want to do. So for now, I just washed it here. I was gonna say if it leaks, I'm not gonna use it. You can't put them in the bag though, which is a bit inconvenient, but you can strap it on or carry it like that. So utility-based sippy cup. Yeah. We were up late last night till like 4 or 5 a.m. because we watched a couple of movies. We watched Across the Spider-Verse, then we also watched so tempted just then to start supersetting with some lateral raises, but I'm like, no, the emphasis is still the pressing side of things. So lateral raise stuff at the end as much as I want to superset everything. The interesting thing is I haven't determined what I'm going to do for this more pushed, focused day. I'm like, I could do anything. I could hit all 3 angles, kind of like 3 angles of pressing for the chest, so like slightly upper, middle, lower. But I'm probably not doing 2 or 3 compound movements. I'm probably not going to do 3 compound movements. Anyway, up late, watched a couple movies, Across the Spider-Verse and American Made. I'm a big fan of movies, but sometimes I don't watch too many throughout the week, or lately with like going to bed, we've been focused on our business stuff, like Yana and I doing it together. Oh, it's so much fun for me. Like I'm so incentivized and rewarded to do it, because it's more difficult and much more challenging, like mentally especially. I'm feeling really challenged because every conversation we have is like, you've really got to think about this stuff and like face the things that you're fearing and like do it anyway. So it's really good for that. But as a result of that, when Yana yesterday, she was like, oh, do you want to do something fun tonight? I was like, this is pretty fun. Like I want to, suss out, like write this stuff down, like be challenged with some of the stuff that I'm writing and that she's writing, and how to condense it and write it better and just give more to people and to make content in accordance with that. I'm like, I find this pretty fun. And she was like, sweet. So we're both having fun doing that up late. And then we set some time aside to watch a couple movies, and it was good. I used to sometimes do like a movie a day, but in busy periods, it's like, what's the priority? It's the kind of content I prefer to consume is more movies and TV shows, if anything, or like shows I've seen before, but more so like above everything else, my preferred content that I feel most it actually adds to my life is watching movies, not so much scrolling. And I do scroll from time to time, but most of the time, Yana and I were remarking this, most of my scrolling is not intentional. I can sometimes do it for research, but 99% of the time, I'm never scrolling for research or to be intentional. I might end up, as I'm scrolling, I can take some notes about that, all well and good, but my preferred form of content creation is either YouTube videos that I'll listen to most of the time. Podcasts are included in that, which is why we got YouTube Premium and not sponsored, and movies. I love movies. You could argue films more so. Some, like, I don't know, I think it was just Will Ferrell being silly, but I started making distinctions like, I don't make films, I make movies. Films require all this prep and all that, and movies are just like, just kind of show up and go for it. And I love them, love it all. All right, let's get this. Even with content creation, like I'll look at my friends' ads and stuff they filmed and like, what is this? Like, this can be done better this way, where's the storyline, what are we gonna do? So, I'm in it, man. Like doing this with Yana has, again, and facing it and doing it this way where it's like we set parameters for the no selling thing is like because the idea is not to not welcome in money, but to focus on giving more so as the primary objective. And instead of like, how do I take from people? It's all of these things together, and working with Yana in particular has got me so fired up to just like, I can't wait to get up and work on something, and I'm like, be deliberate with this, and then I want to go from here and then go film create more of my own content. We've filmed a bunch of stuff. We've written, like the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before, were like 6 hours the day before of like doing meeting stuff and sussing stuff out. And yesterday was quite a few hours of sussing out like our messaging, our packaging for what we're going to be doing. Well, I guess the message behind it and the packaging is how we present it content-wise, and that's one of my specialties, is presenting it and packaging it in an interesting way that people are like, oh, I'm happy to see this. It's like the difference between those ads where you're like, this podcast is brought to you by, and you just skip through it, versus when someone's interesting, like Bro Science is a great example. He's entertaining, he's in character whilst he's doing his ads, and he pulls the piss out of the fact that he's running the ads. I'm like, sell this to me, bro. Like, I am entertained by this, I enjoy this, I'm more inclined to watch the thing and to buy the thing as a result when it's packaged well. Same kind of thing with what we're doing. It's like, if you care about it, you'll take the extra effort to, and like, do whatever way you want. But for me, I'm like, that's what I like, seeing like a good trailer for a movie. I'm like, sell it to me, bro. I'll be there, you know? Anyway, let's get this set. So big rest, no supersets. We are minimizing fatigue again, gone up to 90 kilograms. Let's do it. But Jesus. Oh. 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 Keep it clean. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, it's a little chilly today, so I'm still like, I'll warm up whilst doing the set a little bit, but then whilst I'm in between sets, some of my coldness is making me go, okay, not quite yet, time to take my kick shoe, take my long pants off. But I've got the 4U shorts under, as always. You can kind of see it. Yeah, it's good. So overall, I thought I zoomed out maybe. Zoomed in version. Okay, there we go. Well, let that shake around, jiggle around. I'll grab this. This is very convenient with the water bottle because I can hold it like that. Big on convenience, because I think if it's not convenient, it won't get done. In spite of what most PTs and all that tend to say, it's like, oh, gotta be hard. Nope. Convenience is my #1 criteria. So, I'm gonna find a bench. Could do some machine pressing, but I wanna press some 50s. Have some fun with it. Where are the 50s? I have to find them. They're in a little bit of disarray here. Oh, perfect. Perfect, they're over here. So, bro is going to press some 50s. Oh, far out. Almost dropped the camera. So, oh, perfect. This will do. I'm going to be right there on that bench. Let's see how we feel. Yeah, this is fun. Take my gym bench. We'll my arms are feeling pumped, so I'm going to give it a sec, otherwise I'm just going to be fatiguing myself. Going to have some discipline now instead of just ripping straight into my first primer set. Otherwise, I'm just going to be fatiguing myself, taken away from the exercise, feeling like I'm getting more work done instead of just getting the work done. But for now, let's pace around circle around this bench like a shark, like I'm Jad the Chad. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I think I have, maybe not on gym therapies for a while. I love that guy. That's not what I was gonna say, but he tends to circle a lot. Like the first time I met him, he's a very, very intense guy. So it's something that I brought awareness to for him, is like just being aware of the intensity, because I think it's great for his content and that's how he is. But when he meets people and when he's like doing leadership stuff and working with people, he's very intense. Like the first time we met, he was circling me like I'm circling this bench and just staring at me and talking and like nodding with his eyes all wide, and that's just like what he does. And when you're sitting there with him, he'll sit there like this, just like, I don't like, just mouth open, staring at you. I love it, love the intensity, but sometimes it's very intense. It looks like he's sometimes he'll just like, when he's chatting, he'll square up to you and stand really close. So it's like, oh, this guy wanna fight. He's just got that like energy, you know? And I love it. And I notice it probably because I have a lot of it as well. I've just been a bit more intentional about honing it and pointing it and utilizing it at the right times. Alright, got the 50s. We'll do our primer set with the 35s. Oh, my arms are feeling nice and juicy. Yeah, we'll do one primer with the 35s. Should we do flat or incline? No, I did incline last time, so I'll start with a flat press. So decline earlier in the week. First session decline is the first movement. Second session incline, and then third session can be flat. Even though the machine I did was sort of supposed to be a flat press, there's a slight incline. Let's take it and do this primer, and then get into our first set in a few minutes. So we'll go this way. Alright, some guy is giving it some big effort over there. Yeah, good times. Yeah, it always feels a bit odd pressing after you've done some tricep work. I don't think you guys can hear that in the mic because the mic's directly against me. But there's a gentleman giving it his all on some heel elevated squats. Maybe you can hear it. Let's go, bro. Whew. So, we're good, we're chilling with the sweaties on. It's kind of good temperature-wise. I took a quick cold shower this morning, so I think I'm primed to be a tiny bit colder. Feeling good though, feeling real happy. With everything incentivized. I finished the Jad thing, that Jad chat. And now, this is good, because I didn't get to walk around as much. And I don't want to carry my phone, it's more about just being active. Because even when I'm doing martial arts stuff, it's like not as active. Oh, I didn't go martial arts yesterday. Either no sparring, I just got the inkling not to. The gym that I was looking at wasn't the right gym. Anyway, it's more like Muay Thai sparring, which, too many rules for me, bro. Just no elbows, no knees in training. I'm like, what the flip? I don't even know if they're like that. They might be real chill about it, but most of the time I prefer to spar with everything. But those are my silly little KFC rules. Like, I'm cool with shots to the back of the head, kicks and knees to a downed opponent. I'm just like, what's the point in not practicing for that stuff unless you're practicing for a fight, in which case hone those skills in camp and like don't do that stuff. If you're fighting for competition or training for competition, train for competition. If you're training for just fun, train for fun. If you're training for self-defense, train for self-defense. I think my emphasis is always on fun, and I just like the wide world of possibilities. I'm like, yeah, just do whatever with training, you know? So we're still on the hunt for a martial arts gym here. Sussing it out. But yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, I can even keep track of the time by looking at the time on the TV screens. But we're chilling. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Having fun. As much as I'm tempted to go again, I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes. So when it hits 350 on that thing, then I'll go for the next one. I'm really enjoying the compressions. It's making me more inclined to train with them, even more so than the tank tops. But I saw Edward posted on his story and that about some, or something else. He was wearing some 4U singlets or beaters. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of beaters. And I'm like, bro, you release those, I'll basically never stop wearing 4U stuff. Like I always, even now I'm like, I wear these compressions as much as I can, but if you get like the beaters with the tight fit, similar to this, you'll never see me out of 4U gear, besides maybe sometimes in my Goku singlet. That's it really. So it's good. I am keen. Yeah. Looking forward to going to see that Superman movie. That was another one where I'm like, oh, sell me on it, bro. Show me the trailer, I'm ready. I'm keen. Bro, I realize they keep their fans on strong in here, right at the front of the dumbbells. I know you gotta do it for circulation probably, but bro, it's rough when you're wanting to press and all that stuff. Hopefully I'm not in the way of anyone's benches. Yeah, it should be alright. I'll tell you what, you guys got to see that angle. Let me move this over here just in case other people want to use the bunches. Alright, and perfect timing. I'll break this down a little bit, just because I like getting the Goku bag in there. Yeah, easy. Shuffle these over a tiny bit. Okay. Alright. Let's get it. A little pray. For Jesus. Alright, let's rip this weight. Some rip curls. Alright. Alright, solid 51 seconds, 51 minutes past. Alright, we'll take it and pace around the bench now. Maybe I can stroll around the gym. That might be better because it is cold here and I am starting to warm up in the shorts. So maybe it's shorts time. I don't even know if I have too much else to say, but in that case, let's ask God if there's more He'd like me to say. Pray about it. Yeah. That's one of the big things. Have a pray to see what you're going to say. Really just asking, hey God, please speak to me if there's anything you'd like me to say. Yeah. Well, you can speak to that a little bit more. So just the effect of an interaction like that yesterday at the gym is like, because I went, maybe it all compounded, I went to just go say hi and apologize, introduce myself probably after, and the reception, he wasn't at reception, but I asked, could I speak to, is this the manager's name, could I speak to reception, could I speak to him? And the receptionist said, what's it regarding? I was like, I came in without my shirt on before, I wanted to apologize and that, because I know he was a bit upset at me. And she's like, that's okay, I can pass it on. I was like, okay, cool. She was like, you're fine, don't worry about it. So she was very nice. And the other guy at reception was nice. That's how that all ended. But I was like, talking to Yana about it after, and she was like, you should write an email. I was like, maybe, we'll sit with it. I don't think so. That's not what I was getting. I was like, put behind, but again, if you can make content out of it, then it's worth it. Yeah, it's very much a fact that those interactions play on how you feel about going to a place. So it's like, the fact that I'd rather travel twice as far, get in the car, probably take 3 times as long to get to the place, then I'd rather do that than walk over, and I love walking over to stuff. I'd rather do that than go to somewhere right around the corner. I think it's very telling of how much those affect you, and I'm just more aware of that. I think a lot of people aren't aware, and they let resentment and that build up. So yeah, it's just that whole, who knows, maybe I'm just dwelling on it now, but that whole, Yana did say this and it had crossed my mind. I was like, maybe he's having a bad day. Then I was thinking about it today, I was like, you know what, stuff that. If you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me. Don't talk to me that way. I'm very deliberate about that. And look, I'm no saint when it comes to this, because I do it to the dogs sometimes. It's like, it'll just happen from time to time, but I remember as a receptionist at a gym, I'd always be like, well, if I can bolster some part of someone's day and like make it a better experience, I want to do that, because the first Taekwondo gym that I was at had a big thing about, the chief instructor, head instructor there. A lot of people were scared of him, but it was because he would take things out emotionally on us. If he was having a bad day, you would get what for it? You'd probably get berated in front of everyone. And it wasn't a nice feeling. And I took his example and was like, okay, that's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to, no matter the mood, I won't let them feel that. I took that into when I was coaching the kids Muay Thai stuff. I was like, if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm in a bit of a bad mood, they are not going to be able to tell. They're not going to experience that. I'm going to give them the best class that I can possibly give. No frustration will seep through at all. This is just like pure energy, happiness, because they don't deserve me taking that out on them. There's no reason. And then it can set off their thing as well, their days, for no reason. And so that's what you do. But the funny thing is, when you start acting in accordance to that, like at reception, when I'd be like, I'm tired, got up at 4 a.m, I was working till 8 p.m. last night, and then straight back here, it's like, I'd be like, okay, if I just, no coffee or anything, mind you, at the time I didn't drink coffee, I'd just be like, hey, how's it going? It's like when you act enthusiastically, my dad would always say this, if you smile, then your body just kind of follows. If you were in a bad mood and you were speaking to my dad, he'd be like, smile and tell me the same thing. Or even on the phone, he'd be like, smile and tell me. And like you start smiling, you feel silly, but then it's like your body, your mind follows your body. So sometimes just being able to act as if first makes it so you just start going, oh, I'm fine. And you see, it's just a choice. Alex Hormozy says, if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, you can choose to be in a good mood for no reason as well. And I'd rather be in a good mood. And I don't know how much that you caught because it did the auto restart, but yeah, if you're having a bad moment, it's up to you. Your choice as to whether you let that determine the rest of the day. So it's just choosing. All right, let's do this set. So I still had a great day yesterday and all that, in spite of the way it sort of started. And yeah, we got to learn something, make some content from it, and I'd say it was well worth it. Hopefully that guy as well, the manager of that gym. But yeah, honestly, just because of the feelings of it, I'm like, I don't see myself going back there. Like, I'm kind of someone who doesn't like to subject myself to that stuff too much. Maybe after hours with Yana or something like that we'll go, because we're both members. And I think with that, I'll just move forward from that. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on. Okay. Almost got that last one. The thing is, I feel like I could actually have done it, but I can't go back and do that again now. Had it, arm was starting to give out. Decided to leave it instead of just janking my shoulders all over the place. Who knows? Maybe it would have been fine. I made my choice, and now I live with it. Okay. Put the 50s away. Okay. Okay, well, what's the next thing now? We shall see. Feeling pretty well good, and the thing is about flat pressing is it hits a bit more of the lower fibers of the chest as well. So especially for the level of coordination where I'm at, I reckon some incline pressing will be nice. We'll see what kind of machines they have here. For it, if it's any good with the techno gym stuff, and if not, I'll find, well, it's more techno gym, or I'll do like an incline cable press or something like that, or maybe an incline chest fly. We'll see. Just stuff that I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do whatever. Actually, these will fit in here because I initially brought them in this and then changed before I got in my car. Yeah, well, that popped into my mind just before that last set, based on what I said, was I'll move past it now, because I think a lot of people will be like, and I talked to a client about this, like, I want to get over this girl or this situation that happened, but I find that I have dealt with things much better when I don't think that I have to get over them. And yeah, something else we'll be talking about in the content more is relationship philosophy, because that's something I'm really big into and was big in, and I've obviously it's had a huge bearing on how I met Yana, how our marriage has gone, because it's all been very intentional and deliberate. But yeah, I have found that when you don't think you need to move on or like not feel anything, you do much better. You tend to feel, is that an incline press? Yeah, you tend to feel much better when there's not this expectation of, oh, I have to do this a certain way. I have to that's a shoulder press. Anyway, okay. No machine pressing available there. Yeah, it's like, oh, I have to feel a certain way about this. I have to not be upset about it. Another shoulder press. I have to, just get over this person. But I think if they really mean something to you, you never really get over them per se. Like if a loved one passes away, you know, you're never like, oh, okay, I get over this, or I'm gonna, what do you call it? Any of these incline presses. Okay, that's a chest press. Is this an incline press? No, they're both the same chest press. All right, let's give it a whirl on one of these and see how it feels. And if it's no good, I'll just move on. Yeah, especially they meant a significant amount to you. You're not gonna get over them per se. You're just gonna, learn to deal with it better, so you can move forward and learn to deal with it better. But that is something that I found has helped tremendously with my own process. Not to say that there has to be everyone's. Okay, it's all converging flat press. Who knows? Maybe it's just a day of flat pressing then. Yeah, because I don't see any other machine. Well, that's fine. A more stable, locked in flat press. Could lean forward slightly. Nah. Why go against the parameters of the machine? That's cool. Get that little converging effect. Definitely better than the one back in, okay, I'm just gonna come up slightly. Definitely better than the one back in Springfield in Brizzy, because I think they have one here, but it was like this tall, so I'd be smacking my head on it whenever I pressed into it. So right now, you guys are also more focused on my crotch. So I'm just gonna press away here. I have a shoulder, like a lateral raise machine here as well. Okay. Yeah. Shoulders feeling a little like hot from that. I'll bring this up a tiny bit. Well, I'm gonna bring it back down. But for now, I'm just gonna go do a quick hang on here. Wait, I'm reversing this in my mind. Anyway, we'll see from there. But, all right, you can see me. Okay. Yeah, you never really truly move over someone or get over something. Especially with past relationships and that, you're spiritually tied together, especially if you were physical with each other, like if you had sex and that kind of thing, you will spiritually be tied to one another. So it's not about, especially because if it meant something to you, you cared about them. So to lie to yourself and be like, nah, I don't care about them anymore, or I don't feel something for them, even if it's like wishing them the best, that's still like a form of love. You don't have to be in love with them still, you can have love for that person. Then, I might do a hamstring curl at the very end as well, because I didn't do one yesterday. Then, it's like, I think, well, you tend to feel a lot better faster as well, regulate. Oh, you're okay. When you don't try and force yourself to feel a certain way. And yeah, just, I have to feel a certain thing and conduct myself this way, like, this is how a man should feel. That's another thing. When you overexpress or suppress something, it's kind of, normally it's an outside voice like, men should feel this way, men should do this, is what I found with clients. I'm gonna take a whiz. I'll be back. Been having lots of water, let's go. All right, we're back from taking a whiz. Sweet. And that was, I'll put it over here. That was one thing I remembered as I was going about when I used to train with mates and not film the gym sessions. Something I would do to just give myself more rest time, or like make sure I took the appropriate amount of rest. Was is there another machine? Yeah, there's another machine right next to me, but I can move it if someone needs it. Let's go to the bathroom, because then you can't really train whilst you're using the bathroom. But it's good, it gives you an appropriate amount of rest. I'm feeling good. I'm mature enough to know how to take my rests, my 5 to 7 minute rest periods, do less exercises, but you get more out of each one. It's my preferred style of training, because it's similar to how people will do this thing where I talked to another client about it, where he was like, with his business, he was afraid to leave money on the table, was what we boiled it down to. But how it presented on the surface was in the same way where it's like people like, I'm afraid to leave gains on the table, so on the surface it's, I need to feel like I'm working, I need to keep a pump and that. But for my client, it was, I'm afraid to leave money on the table, so I'll just work around them for whatever criteria is required for them to sign up, so they get their foot in the door and then they keep working with me. Which, the thing is, you get rewarded for that. It works. You get a level of gains that work for you. It plateaus quite quickly, and then you're like, hey, why am I stuck? Why am I not progressing anymore? And even with business, it's like, well, why aren't I able to progress above a certain number? It's because your subconscious knows that you don't have stability, and that if you were to build more and more and more, it's less stable, because you're letting people come in on any which way, different prices, different packages. You know it's not worth it, and you're trading more of your time for that money. It's like you're getting them, you think that what they're paying for is sessions instead of clarity. That's a big thing we've been focusing on as of late, getting that messaging down for that, because that is what people pay for with this stuff, with anything. Even if someone pays someone to film a video for them, they're paying for clarity, for certainty, not the video itself, but certainty that the video will deliver, have a certain feeling, and deliver a certain result as well. So some people are really scared of leaving, it's like, I'm scared of leaving money on the table. And that's why people don't niche down as well, or don't like, afraid to box themselves in, because I could make money doing this and this and this and this and this. And you end up like taking on 10 different things. And I'm literally coming through a period of just having done that, where it's like, oh, I was scared of leaving money on the table. Every interaction, I'm scared of leaving money on the table. What if this guy doesn't sign up? Instead of playing the long game and trust, like, because you know the money's going to come in, you know, much more pleasant experience. I'm going to come up just a tiny notch. Let's see how much we can press here. Put it on the 90 there. All right, let's pray and go. Yeah, I think 2 compounds is pretty much my limit, because otherwise I'm like starting to get tired already. 2 compounds, plenty of rest. It's good. Okay. Thing about this is when it gets to about here, that's why I cut the range of motion a little bit short. When it gets to here, there's no tension anymore. So I was stopping it right before it got to that point. That felt pretty good. I thought the suicide grip would feel better when I switched my thumb, but no, this normal grip feels better on this one, which is nice. I'm gonna pace back and forth a little bit. I don't want to just sit here and get cold. That's how I fill up my rest times, because I'm like, that's more productive than just like jumping into a superset or something for the goals that I have. Especially if you want to get more. I'm gonna pace around this little sanctuary thing in here, do some circles, and there's a nice little spot to put my camera too. That's nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, you find that a lot of people they're afraid to leave something on the table, and it's that fear that means that they leave stuff on the table because you start acting. That mindset comes from a place of scarcity, and when you're scared of things happening or scared of leaving money on the table, what happens? You attract what you fear most. You leave money on the table by the very actions that you're taking to avoid that, because you so heavily want to avoid it that you bring that to be, you bring that to pass. So what I find with a lot of gents, when they are, is there a clock somewhere? Oh cool, there's a timer there. Yeah, they're afraid of not getting, like squeezing everything out of their business. And again, I just came through a period of doing this, so I understand why people do it. And they're so afraid that they won't take the actions required to grow the business beyond that point because there's some uncertainty that comes with that growth. It's like, well, I know what I do has worked to get me to where I am now. So there's a reward for getting to this point, which is acting this way has gotten me to this point. But that's where a lot of guys tend to get capped by way of their time, because they're overly reliant on time. Like a PT, for example, in the gym, maxes out their sessions or does like 25 to 35 sessions a week. They're like, well, I can't go beyond this, but this is what's gotten me to the amount that I'm making now and what I can provide for my family or for myself and the lifestyle that I have. So it's like they're scared to think of how I can go beyond this, how I'd be able to. And even then it's like, oh, okay, people sign up with me and they think it's for the price, and they start competing on price, and that's where people were like, oh, the industry standard, I have to compete. This guy charges this much and he's been a coach for this much longer than me. But a lot of coaches, even more experienced coaches, think that it's just about their coaching skill. But it's not just about the coaching skill, it's about the certainty that you provide, your net worth as well. This is something we've been honing in with the message as well. Your net worth and your presence is a factor. So actually quite a large factor, and it's a big part of why I can confidently charge $300 a session or $5K for my coaching packages, $10K for some others, $20K for others, $15K for others. That's a large part of why I can do it, because of the net worth that I bring. It's not just about my skills as a coach, but that is in essence, because no skill exists in isolation. That net worth has an effect on my skills and my ability to portray them to individuals. So it's not just about your coaching skill, it's about your worth and what your the value of your presence and the proximity to you, rather, and entry into your world, your universe, provides for them as well. The certainty that that provides, that they become that person. So that's, for example, with me, why, I don't know if I've already talked about this, but hey, when it's your message, you just keep saying it over and over again, and I believe in it so strongly. But that's why so many of the guys that have gone on to work with go on to get better jobs, get raises, start up their own businesses, be able to have their location and the time freedom, like move to Europe and run their business from there after having worked with us. And it's like so many guys go on to build these things and be more entrepreneurialistic, because that's what I bring to the table. So obviously when you hang around with 5 millionaires, you'll become the 6th. Hang around with 5 dorks, you'll become the 6th. Or 5 junkies is the more common element to that expression. You've got to realize what else you're bringing to the table besides your coaching skill. Because a lot of coaches, it's a sense of superiority, and I understand why they have it. They're like, well, this person's paying to just have my coaching thing, but that's not what it's about, and they want to keep things affordable. But you underestimate how much money people actually have for things when you do that. You assume, and as a result you call in more scarce people for that. Because even people that are making not very much per week, most adults, I'd say most adults, because of the way that they spend unintentionally, they spend, and this is why most people's savings doesn't really increase over time. I love those videos. I just find them so interesting. How old are you and how much do you have in your savings? This was 2019 Kaey-Lib with the PT stuff, and one of my clients that I've been working with, he's like, yeah, my savings at most go up by like a year at a time, but it's being unintentional with where you allow your money to flow out to in your attitude towards it, your perception of it, because a lot of the time you don't want to address that stuff because you know there are leaks in it, so you don't want to face those things, but address it as like, oh, I don't think I need to do that, I kind of have an idea, or I know stuff is going on. So you start to not do that, but most adults are spending, I'd say, between $700 to $1,000 a week unintentionally. They'll just burn through it like that. And I said that a few years ago, and to this day it stands even stronger, because you're making good money from your career and that, and a lot of people are just so unintentional with it, they'll just blow it, and subconsciously it makes sense because they want to keep themselves at the same level. They don't want to improve, because even if you think about like what an overflow of wealth would create for them, a lot of people are like, bro, I have no idea how to regulate this. Like, what am I going to do with this abundance of wealth? It's like if you tell someone, so for example, my client's like $382 or something, $383 or something a week that we intentionally directed into future investing into his future from what he was already making without having to change anything about his business or make him more money necessarily. That's like $19,900. You know, it's like that freaks people out. They're like, oh, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, that's such a large amount. Expand that to, you know, like a 10-year time horizon, even if all money were exactly the same, but you're already investing in things to grow your income. It's like a lot of people, if you expand it to 10 years time, it's 100,000, is it? Wait, 19,000 times by 10, 190,000, something like that in 10 years. Wait, add a zero. Yeah, 19 times by 10, it's 190. Yeah, okay. Tripping myself out. But a lot of people, it's like, that's why people don't do well when they win the lottery. And everyone's like, oh, I'd love to do that. But you give someone with a scarce or like broke mindset $5 million, $50 million, they don't know what to do with it. They don't have the correct systems in place to be able to utilize that, or that's why the smart ones they get advisors straight away. They don't blow through the money because you think, oh, I can handle it. But if your mindset, if your mind and your body doesn't feel equipped for that, you'll blow through it and they get themselves into worse debt. Like, it can ruin people's lives. So it's about being able to handle that, because otherwise you just shoot yourself in the foot. It's probably been long enough. That was a pretty long rest. Let's just get you a slightly different angle here. Okay, feeling good. Let's go here. Show some of this. Yeah, all right. Roll with that. I think I can go up to 100 for this. Yeah, last set on this. And we'll do a little drop set for this one as well. Then lateral raises and hamstring curls. Literally, hamstring curls is going to be one set. I'll do one set hamstring and then lateral raise, hamstring, lateral raise. That I'll superset a little bit more so. Yeah, anyway. That's what a lot of people will do. And it all, like, you can see how all of that can even stem from one thing you can pinpoint, someone being scared to leave money on the table, symptomatic of a whole host of things that have a flow-on effect, and all of it works together. It's like little by little. It's like not 100% from one thing. It's like 10% from one thing, 10% from another thing. All these things compound into all these factors that you're like, I don't know why I can't save money. I don't know why I can't invest in my future, or like provide for my family, or set things up, or increase my net worth. Now, I know most people aren't using that kind of language, but it's the lack of intentionality behind it, or the lack of awareness and realization, which is why I want to share all of this stuff as well, is because, like, bro, if I can bring that awareness to you guys, then you'll be like, oh man, maybe this is what I'm doing. At least if you're asking yourself the question, you're in a good spot, because then you can be like, yeah or no. Yes, I'm doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Fantastic. If you are, then it's clear what to do next, you know? It's clear what to do next. Learn about that stuff. Invest into something that will put your money where your mouth is and move you forward. If no, then keep doing what you're doing, you know? Or what other moves can you be making to do better? Anyway. Okay, so I'm focusing more so with this because of the range of motion, focusing more so on the straighten portion and get my arms all the way straight. Okay. Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, we'll do more power-based. Drop to 70% of that. Okay. Okay. No, that's foolish, because if it's power, you need to go about 40 kegels, 30% of your max, roughly. Okay. Let's move with some power. Maximum speed. Good fun, good times. Okay. Okay, it's good. Honestly, I'm gonna start with the thing that I least want to do out of the two, which is the hamstring curl. So, I'll get this over here for the delts, for the delt machine. Placing this here, and I'll come over here for the hammy curl. Give you guys a real nice shot of the hammies, or something like that. That conquer the booty shot. Think about that would be good. And hopefully I don't knock over my camera. I don't think I will. Not there. Shouldn't knock anything over, should it? Okay. Sick. That's my primer done. We're gonna send it a full stack because I don't want to do many reps. Okay. See if we can still do this. Sick. Good. 70 then. Cannot do the full stack. I like it. A little bit of a challenge. Now that's incentivized me. Okay. 3 reps is fine. And we'll do one overloaded one with the full stack again, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit of a hold there. All right, let's wipe that down, get onto the razors. We are now accruing a little bit more systemic or overall fatigue. I'll be back wiping this thing. Okay. Yeah. Feeling good. And I chose to come here today, even though it's more of a steam room that they have in the general area. I didn't get the full recovery thing, which has the saunas and that in it, because I was like, well, what's the point if I'm not going to use it? Who knows though, because I'm in, I might use it. Okay. Oh, nice. It's got the little handles on it. Oh, what the? Oh, this lets it go deeper. Oh, no. These little handles adjust the thing. All right, well, that's silly. Because what if you want to hold them? Oh, well. It's some shoulder work. Doesn't even disengage fully. That's okay. I mean, what does it do well? You can still hold these. It's just pushing them up, which makes them, oh my goodness, they come all the way down. Sick. Look at me, I'm strapped in like a little baby. Yeah, it does well. Nice range of motion, smooth machine. Lines up with the shoulders nicely. Can supersede your normal range of motion whilst keeping the tension on it overall. good machine. That was me just catching myself starting to complain, be like, oh, it doesn't even do this. And I'm like, hey, what if I just focused on what it does do and train yourself to see what can be done as opposed to what can't be done. And yeah, we got the steam room and sauna over here. Yeah, but the steam room here will be good. It'll be interesting to use. I typically don't use the steam room too much. They kind of smell more than my liking, but you know, I brought my slippers, my Crocs and that are in the bag, fit them in nicely, and yeah. All right, let's get some reps on this, and hamstring curl, then one more set of this. We'll be done. Ooh. Just listened to the Jocko episode, the most recent one, on Modern Wisdom with Chris Williamson podcast. It was a pretty good one. One thing that I was like, oh, I've been saying that as well, similar, because I'm Jocko basically, is if I'm alive, if I'm alive and I can think, if I'm alive and I can move, it's fine. Like, it'll work out, I can do something about it, it'll be fine. Or now I've expanded it to if I can think as well. Yeah. Either way. And he was a similar thing where it was like, well, no one's died. Like, it's not the worst thing that's happened in the world, you know? So we'll figure it out. It might suck a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Okay. I've gone too light. I thought maybe I was like, oh, maybe I'm just wanting to top out. Just add a bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, partials. Went too light and then I went too heavy. So that's all right. Still maximum contractile capacity. So, coming to this gym is more like a reward. Plus, the cool thing about this gym is like you get a free car park here for 3 hours as a member. And I was like, I'm gonna use that. I mean, you get that at the other gym as well, but there's much more ample parking here versus, it's still a pretty small parking lot actually. So at peak times, I imagine, well, we always find a parking spot, but at the other gym, a bit more peaked, it's underground as well, so it's like a bit more of a mission. Maybe I'm just convincing myself I like this gym. I mean, I do like this gym better, that's why I signed up. So I don't mind if I gotta drive for 15 minutes to get here. I can get my walks in other ways. Okay, I can walk to the shops near our house, get butter and that. Okay, one more set of this, put it over here. Hopefully the butt shot is worth something. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Gonna do the max hold first. Little primer, and then bingo. Please be with me, Jesus. It's a bit of a mission. Okay. I'm gonna put 60 on there instead of 70 like last time. 62.5 kgs total. Oh, maximum speed. Oh, fast again. Well, that's my little way of getting something in for those. Yeah. Just getting that done. 3 power, in quotation marks, reps. Better than 0, I don't want to do those reps. And now that I know that this is one of the heavier ones, instead of capping out at 70, it goes up to 95, I'm incentivized. A challenge. I'm incentivized to do it again. So, we'll go here. We got some time. Okay, this, quick whiz, pose, oh, show the physique, and then, this will do. And then steam room, but I will, yeah, it's so dark in that studio. Oh, they have another one here, so I can use that other studio. Yeah, it was way too dark last time. I'm like, I mean, I like the down lighting and that, but I want to be able to see my physique when I'm doing this afterwards. Okay, so we did 40 last time, too light. We'll do 50 this time, and a little drop set with it. Be mature about it. Give myself at least a little break. There's a timer there for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So I'll do that. Be mature. Alright, whilst that's going, I'm gonna pace. Yeah. Walk back and forth this way a little bit. I find that that's one of the nicest ways to keep active outside of just supersetting stuff. It's like you're pairing stuff up, important things together. Helps a lot. Yeah, I don't mind. So that's good. Good to be able to regulate yourself. Oh my goodness, but when you're aware of it as well, I'm like, it's only been 30 seconds. I want to do my set, but it's like, do I want to just do the set and feel like I'm working, or do I want to get the most out of the set? I want to get the most out of the set, so I will rest. Oh my goodness, that guy's going hard on the bike. That's a funny one. I wonder how much those people for the virtual classes get paid to film all of that stuff. I meant that there's no shot that it's on a percentage basis. They probably just get paid a flat rate for the hours of filming to then have their likeness used in perpetuity. Those are fun ones. I wonder contractually how good they are with that stuff. Because I think notoriously most of them would not be. But I don't know that for sure. That's just speculation. Who knows? Maybe they're amazing at contracts and that. So yeah, now we're just pacing. Having fun. Yeah, so even with this stuff, it's be mature about it. Do you want to feel like you're working? Do you want to actually work? Just like with business stuff, I talk to a lot of guys that are like doing a lot. And like, what are you getting done, man? Like every day you're like, oh, I'm doing this and this, I'm so busy. But then like, should you actually move your business forward at all? What happened? Yeah, so just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean that you're getting more done. Important principle for more business owners, just guys in general, people in general, to realize. We like to, because we always fill the time up, keep busy to feel productive, as opposed to sometimes taking the discomfort of sitting in the stillness and being like, okay, what's actually going to move me forward here? And I'm going to start a new video. All right, perfect. We hit that limit, and we get to rep it out now. Let's get it. Squeezing in here. Almost stuck one of these handles up my butt accidentally. Okay. Let's get it. Oh, just popped into mine actually. I'll take my phone out of here and at least have the ringer on, because then in case Yana contacts me, which she has not, I think she might still be asleep. Okay, let's get it. Oh yeah, that's good weight. Oh, keep it clean. nice. And we'll go a little set with the 40s as well. Okay. Let's do some of these ones at the end. Oh, just hold it. Big time chilling. Okay, that's good. I think something I realized partway through that, I was like, I think when I go, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop set and do 40, I conserved something when I did my second set there with the 50, instead of being like, well, this is one and only set, straight set style, because then you're conserving, when I know I'm gonna drop set, superset, I was conserving a bit of my energy. I was like, oh, interesting. So sometimes that's why the restricted power reps are good. It's like, you know that you're only doing 5 to 8. Well, I choose to do 8 as like a power hypertrophy mix. So I'm like, I have to give everything because I'm done after this. I'm not doing more reps, I'm not allowing myself to. And that way you really give everything for those reps. All right, let's pop stuff down. I'm not taking this all into the bathroom. I'm gonna pop you in the studio, take a whiz, be back, and yeah, take a whiz, and be back. Oh, nice. Yeah, pretty nice studio in here. Pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. Interesting that the lighting's that way. We'll suss it out, we'll make it work. Make it work. Got a viewfinder on here anyway. So, take a whiz, get the pee out of the bladder, and then get a pump check. Let's go. Woo. We're back. I moved the mic to my pants because I'm gonna take my shirt off. So, yeah, we'll just keep it chill here. Just show more of the upper body. Oh goodness. And the shoulders get loose from this kind of workout. That's good. Hulk smash. The conquer written. Can you see it? I like to fold it that way so I can see it. Anyway. Yeah, it's fine. This is a bit loose in the back. Oh, crack in the back. Oh, crack in the back. Wonder if you can hear that on the mic. Yeah, this is pretty nice here. Just standing normally. Flexed, unflexed. Oh yeah. So, pretty good. How do I do it? I don't even remember. Oh, this one. Like. And whilst we're here, this chest one. I'm liking the right side. When I watched it back, I was like, oh, pretty good, pretty good. I'll put this in the middle. I'm not gonna be touching my dong too much. Or am I? Don't lean too much. That's one of the big things for me. And don't twist too much. Oh yeah. there's a split in the mirror which makes me contort it a little bit, so I look like double the size. It's good fun. Alright, so that's good. I'm gonna flex well. Biceps are big. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. That's gonna be one of my favorites. Alright. Let's go this way. I go pass out. This side now. No, it doesn't work that way. Had my hands right the first time. This is the side to work on, for sure. Pull this shoulder around a little bit. There we go. It's a bit better. Let's go. Nice. All right. Yeah, we'll show the back. Sure. I can kind of just stand however I want with the lower body. Oh, and the other place doesn't have, you can't pose there. So you can't go shirt off. And just a casual back standing flex. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. Oh, I think one of my best ones as well. Didn't even realize how good it was looking last time. Was this kind of one, like the start from here. Because I can also crunch the side, and I'm pretty good at contorting my body. Other side, and then steam room time. If it's still open, we'll see. Something's different about this side. Anyway, that's all for this one. I'm just admiring the pump a little bit, especially when I'm up this close. Ooh-wee. Alright, remember this is all the art of being man. Embody that. And it'll be your gravy, baby. Strength on all fronts. That's the name of the game. Physical, financial, spiritual, mental. Let's get it, boys. Serve God, serve Jesus. Let's go!